worldwide with some news. And it happens to be boxing news. So you know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, I'm going to combine this video. You know, it's going to be a little bit of we feel with you. Empathy cap. You know what I mean? We're going to have a little empathy. And let me tell you, let me get the name. Avtandil Khurtsidze. We feel with you. Avtandil Khurtsidze. We feel with you, homeboy. Now, I'm going to tell you why. WBO has mandated CANELO Alvarez to be the #1 challenger, the mandatory challenger to Billy Joe Saunders in the 160-pound division, the middleweight division, right? Now, the mandatory for over a year for Billy Joe Saunders has been Mr. Khurtsidze, right? Mr. Khurtsidze hasn't fought since March after knocking out my man. I forget his name, wrote it down, but it don't even matter. He's been waiting for the whole time patiently while Billy Joe Saunders was calling off fights, hadn't fought. He was inactive for over a year, and he then posted a picture somewhere where he was 215 pounds, and it's a 160-pounder, so he was out of shape. So it could be that, who knows if he was really injured or not. But be that as it may, Khurtsidze has been waiting patiently, handling his business, right? And he's deserving. He's been the #1 for a long time now, the mandatory challenger. But Billy Joe Saunders is going to be rewarded, and CANELO Alvarez is going to be rewarded. But I'll get to that in a second. Of fighting CANELO Alvarez for a whole lot of money. I mean, he hasn't really done much himself. Billy Joe Saunders was very unimpressive in his last fight against Akavov, right? Now, it's funny, man, because I told you, right? CANELO Alvarez is going to fight Billy Joe Saunders because at 154, it is full of monsters, right? You need the names again? We got 2 of them already because those are the twins, Jamal and Jamal Charlo. Both of them have titles, right? We have the guy, Erislandy Lara, who he fought. And then you know how hard that was. We don't have to go into it. Those are 3 titles right there, right? And we have the guy we know he ain't trying to fight, right? Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, right? So you got to get up out of there. So he's going to go to 160. He ain't fighting CANELO. CANELO not going to fight my man here, Golovkin, because he's going to fight Jacobs. And that's not really his fault because, you know, 15 million, you know, that's something else. It's a whole different discussion. So whatever with that situation. But the easiest guy, and it could also be a title fight, is Billy Joe Saunders. That was my logic. That's why this is happening. And the WBO is helping the situation. And Khurtsidze is somebody who is 37 years old. This has to happen for this man. Now what happens? We let CANELO Alvarez bypass all of these guys who've been in the top 10 for all of this time and go straight to the mandatory position. Now, this is for a casual fan. You know, boxing insiders probably know this and know what they think or whatever. But a casual fan, this is what can happen in boxing. This guy, CANELO Alvarez, is what they call the face of boxing. This is another example of what they just do. This sanctioning body, WBO, says, hey, guys who have been #1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right, all this time, forget you. We've been BSing you. We're going to put a guy who has never fought at 160 pounds. He fought at 155, his own weight, because he couldn't find a weight at 154, between 154 and 160. So he makes his own weight, fights 3 times there. We allow this. His fans allow this. Okay, there's an obvious demand for these kind of things because no one is setting the boy straight. So he's not going to fight 154. He's going to go up to 160 and fight the easiest guy, but it can also be for a title. So what do? Billy Joe Saunders, right? That's how that happens. But I am disappointed, not with CANELO and his team's decision, because these are what teams do, especially when there's a demand for it. No one is outraged. right? As long as no one's outraged, we'll continue to do it. So I understand that. But the WBO, what's up with you? I wonder who you are up. What is your thought process to do this to the other fighters, especially Khurtsidze, because he's been #1 for a long time, and he is 37 years old. Is anybody thinking about him? Let somebody handle him, and then you can get to it. But no one is thinking about him. But Mr. Khurtsidze, we feel for you. We feel with you because this is an injustice, right? I don't care. I know the face of boxing, but at some point, guys, we have to start saying justice is a little bit more important than just the face of boxing, undeservedly. And I am not a Canelo hater. It's just the fact that this is incredible that something like this can happen, and you just ignore the other fighters that also deserve, right? You can't just forget this man and throw him, or like we like to say, kick him to the curb. This is basically what you're doing to the man. So Khurtsidze, do what you have to do. Appeal to the end. I'm pretty sure you will because you're 37. You know about all the urgency. It's got to happen for you now, and you deserve it. So appeal, and I hope you win. I really do hope you win. I hope that that fight is called off until someone deals with you. Simple as that. Mr. Khurtsidze, we feel with you. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm up out of here.